Is Glass Onion a fun murder mystery that strings its audience along for an awesome ride of adventure and suspense that will delight and entertain its viewers right until the end? No, the answer is no. Well, to be more precise, the answer is kind of. Glass Onion is fun and entertaining for about an hour or so. Then Rian Johnson does it again. He twists and turns and subverts our expectations, and he basically runs his movie to the ground. Up to that point, right before the mystery started to unfold, Glass Onion was an okay, fun little movie shot in the glorious and gorgeous Greek islands. Seriously, I'm Greek. It's really beautiful. But the film gets bogged down on a little snag that's called plot that makes sense, and setups and payoffs that go somewhere and have some sense of meaning. And in general, it works really well if all the above are not just dumb and stupid. I mean, after some point, everything in Glass Onion turns into an unyielding, moronic cesspool. The movie is full of convoluted story and character choices, so be warned, have your stupid, convoluted hats on, because it's gonna get messy. Also, spoilers. The film begins with a series of intricate puzzle boxes being delivered to a range of media personalities. After solving the puzzle, they all fly to a gorgeous private island in Greece where this billionaire named Miles Brown is waiting for them. Now, let's not beat around the bush. Miles Brown is clearly supposed to be Elon Musk. The film has much disdain for stupid rich billionaires, so let's just call him that. So Elon Musk has invited his friends to his private island to have some fun playing a murder mystery game where supposedly he will be murdered and his friends will have to spend the weekend solving his murder. Immediately there are a couple of things that happen that he didn't expect. One, the world's greatest detective, Benoit Blanc, is here, despite not being really invited. Somehow he got sent a puzzle box, but that doesn't really matter to Elon Musk, because he's shocked to see an old flame of his, Andy Brandt, arriving on the beach. They had founded his company together when they were young, but at some point she got pushed out and now they are estranged. Elon Musk's friends call themselves the Disruptors because they are so famous and impactful that every choice they make disrupts the media industry. And they all depend upon Elon Musk's good grace for their fortunes in the media industry. Very quickly it becomes apparent they all have an axe to grind against him, and maybe the playful game of his murder mystery weekend might end up being an actual murder. Well, to be fair, they might have a point there with the whole Tesla stock going down the shitter. Elon Musk has another brilliant idea, using a new and highly volatile fuel source to power the world, called Clear, with a K. Yeah, this is how stupid your tech genius billionaire is in this movie. The scientist friend of his, because you can't really expect from me to remember all their names, argues against using Clear because it's untested and dangerous, but he gets ignored. As the party goes on, things take a turn for the worst when the murder mystery that the film depends on starts unexpectedly with the death of Duke, the YouTube star that promotes rhino horns and erection pills for teenagers. It doesn't take to be a detective to get the joke that the character of Duke is really supposed to be Alex Jones. So let's go with that. So Alex Jones gets poisoned, dies, and chaos ensues. The automatic mechanisms of the murder mystery game that Elon Musk has cooked up are in full effect, so the lights go out and there's no cell phone signal, so no police for now. Moments later, after Alex Jones' death, Andy gets shot and dies as well. Who killed her and why, you might ask? Well, unfortunately, this is where the film goes back to the beginning and starts to subvert our expectations. And I say unfortunately because the movie was working quite well up to that point. We found out that Andy isn't really Andy, but her twin sister Helen. Feel free to gasp in mock surprise along with me. Andy committed suicide days before the events of the film, but Helen is sure that her sister's death was actually a murder. Andy didn't want Elon Musk to use Clear as a fuel source because it was unstable and dangerous. After her death, her sister Helen went to the world's greatest detective to solve the mystery of her sister's death. And that's how Helen and Benoit Blanc ended up in Elon Musk's mansion on the island. From here on out, the subversion of the mystery starts to unfold. Each of the disruptors owes Elon Musk their fame and success, and he expects from them to support Clear in the media. But each of them knows that supporting Claire would backfire when the unstable fuel goes boom and people start to die. As the convoluted plot unfolds, we learn that when Helen got shot, she didn't really die, but with the help of Benoit Blanc, she faked her own death using some hot sauce for blood. We learn that Elon Musk isn't really a genius, but a complete idiot. He uses other people and he benefits from their ideas and skills. And furthermore, Helen tells us that Elon Musk is the actual killer. Second gasp. He knew that his friend Alex Jones had a pineapple allergy, so it was he who gave him the poison drink. Alex Jones had seen Musk leave Andy's house before she died, so he tried to blackmail him, and Elon Musk killed him for it. The whole murder mystery of the film depends upon one vital clue, the napkin that Elon Musk wrote down the idea for his company. That is the clue that Benoit Blanc is missing. So when Helen returns to the group and scares the shit out of them by, not being dead, we learn that the company was really Andy's idea. She had written everything down on a napkin, and that was why she died. The napkin was lost, and that permitted Elon Musk to say that he was the one that had the original idea and doctored the evidence. With the help of his friends, the disruptors, they pushed Andy out of the company. But before she died, she discovered the real napkin behind some books, and that was her proof that she was right all along and Elon Musk is truly a fraud. In a moment of pure stupidity on the film's part, and especially Rian Johnson, who wrote the damn thing, he allows Elon Musk to snatch the napkin from Helen's hand and just burn it. Furious, she trashes and lights the house on fire. Alongside the mansion, the real painting of the Mona Lisa gets burned as well. Musk had borrowed it from the Louvre. The film ends with all the disruptors agreeing to testify against Elon Musk and destroy his reputation and career. Now, let's just take a step back and unravel this piece of shit. When you have a type of film that needs a villain to properly function, then it's always a good idea to have your buddy be resourceful, smart, and capable. So the main character has to be as resourceful or more smart and capable as your villain. The balance of the story and characters depends on that trope. The more capable the bad guy, the harder the good guy has to try. The more obstacles they have to endure and overcome, the more the audience will respect them. And especially in murder mysteries, it's absolutely necessary for the murderer to have some semblance of intelligence because he's trying to outwit the detective. That's how the tropes go. But here we have Rian Johnson, expert on subversion of expectations. Well, he did, once again, after the complete disastrous debacle of The Last Jedi, did subvert our expectations. He took the villain of the film and he made him to be a complete idiot, just a stupid, clueless buffoon. And basically, that is why Miles Bron's character resembles Elon Musk so much, because that's what Rian Johnson thinks of the eccentric South African billionaire. And I bet that's how the story was conceived actually. What if Elon Musk had a murder mystery game at his mansion go wrong? What then, I wonder? Cue the third gasp. The problem with having your bad guy be a complete idiot is that it minimizes and humiliates your main character for not solving the mystery almost immediately, especially when Benoit Blanc is supposed to be the world's greatest detective, when in reality he's the world's greatest idiot. And things become even more humiliating at the end of the film when Elon Musk grabs the napkin from Helen's hand, the one thing that proves he's guilty and can send him to jail forever, and just burns it, thus destroying the evidence and the legacy of Andy. Now Helen can't prove that the company was her sister's idea all along, and all she has really is the testimony of the disruptors, but because they are so untrustworthy and corrupt and stupid, they're not exactly considered the most reliable people to testify in a trial. I mean, how can anyone believe them? They're all idiots. A lot depends upon them at the end of the film. Elon Musk has burned away the evidence of his misdeeds. There is no other proof that he was the one that poisoned the drink of Alex Jones, and later on in court, he could just claim that it wasn't his fault at all. Alex Jones took the wrong drink by accident. Even if they do find traces of the poison that Elon Musk used to kill Andy, how exactly did the police will prove that it was he who poisoned her? Since all the disruptors had a motive to kill her and they all tried to visit her, the police will find it impossible to single out who out of all these people is the true murderer. And that is just the tip of the iceberg from all the stupid decisions that the plot makes. At the end of the film, the disruptors plan to bring a lawsuit against Elon Musk, accusing him that his new fuel Clear is a scam, stopping its release to the public, thus destroying him financially. But you know what? Who cares? Your villain is still a billionaire. He has tons of money and assets. He'll just pay a fine and in the end he'll come up with another stupid idea that will make him billions. And as for his reputation being in the tatters because the Mona Lisa burned in his home, yeah, he'll take a hit. But as we see from the news every single day with the real Elon Musk, consequences are not really a thing when you have that amount of money. It simply doesn't matter. All his companies might crash and the workers might lose their jobs, but he, alongside with every other billionaire, lives basically in another world and they're safe from harm. So the ending of the movie is just a stupid, moronic sludgefest that is complete void of any meaning. Helen hired the world's greatest detective to solve the murder of her sister, and in the end he did, but no one will be punished for it. Glass Onion was a fun murder mystery, but only for its first hour. Then it just unravels into a vast ocean of stupidity where it crashes and burns. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.